Hey, cousin. And then here goes real quick. She don't want to be on video, but okay. Anyway, so number one, you're gonna want to boil the noodles, and the noodles, when they're done boiled, while they're boiling, like before you put the noodles in the water. Let me just like, take a breath. Okay, number one. Go back. Put some water in the pan. In the pan, add some butter. Add butter to the pan. The more flavorful the butter, the better.
So
now all of them don't have to go in the refrigerator. Not every single one, but Okay, so anyway, you boil your water in butter. Now also add onion, slice up onion, or just throw a whole onion in there. Just throw it in, and because you're not going to keep it at this point. And then I add seasonings to the water. This is before I put the noodles in. I get my water seasoned like I want my noodles to taste. Even if my noodles were not in cheese or anything else, I want my noodles to taste a certain way. So that's what I focus on with my water. Then when I have my water all seasoned up like I want, then I add my noodles in. I don't let my noodles get too done. I let them as soon as they're soft. You take them off the heat because you're going to end up. Okay, I got it. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna show up for to drink this. I'm gonna pour this in a cup and drink it. It is not going to be waste. Okay, so then you let me see, like noodles. Okay, so once you boil your noodles and stuff, you don't want them to be too firm. You want them to be just soft, and then turn it off. Drain them. Once you drain them, like in a little strainer thingy, and then you just let them sit and let all the water just kind of like come off. And then don't let it sit too long. Take that back. So number two, you're gonna want to. I already typed all this out, but then I lost it because someone tried to call me or something. I was like, what? Let me just do a video. So then you're gonna want to drain it, and then you're gonna want to. If you stop dropping them on the floor, they won't bust, and we can still have water. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you stop dropping them, they won't bust. So go ahead, put it in there. Thank you. You're such a good helper. So and then what I do is while they're hot, while the noodles are still hot. I add more butter, and then I season again. I season again for taste because I want my noodles to taste a certain way regardless to what I do with them. You know what I mean? And so after that, season to taste. Then even at this point with the noodles, I'll even add like real bacon bits. I'll add my dice up real fine. Dice up like tomatoes, not tomatoes. Oh, I don't do. Oh, gosh, dice up like bell peppers, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, yellow. Make your macaroni and cheese colorful. This is what I do. The other part was grandma, but this part is me. Adding other stuff besides seasoning and butter. And so and I add like diced up onions, the yellow onions, the sweet onions, diced up onions, real bacon bits, and then the bell peppers and things for color. All the colors, just make it fun. So that's a good time to add that all in there. Okay, now you're going to go over to your milks. Your evaporated milk, just empty the entire can in there, and then build up the rest of the way with the other milks, whether it's almond milk, regular milk, buttermilk. I even like to put a little buttermilk in there too, And then, but before you even add your milks, you can beat a couple of eggs, at least 2 eggs, depending on the size. But at least 2 eggs. It can be up to 4 or 5, depending on how big of a pan you're doing. Put some eggs in there. Are you opening these waters up?
No.
Huh?
It's not up.
Is it open?
No.
Because you can't open it, baby. Because then people can't drink it. So no, you're off water duty. We can't do this. No more water duty for you. We'll find a different job for you. Give me a few minutes. I gotta finish making this video. Okay, so then you okay, so you beat your eggs, and then you start adding the milks to it. Beat the eggs and start adding your milks into the eggs once it's beat. And Okay, so once you do that, the milk. So in the milk, and then I even go ahead and add a little more seasoning to that too. You know, just a little more seasoning. You know, now again, because your seasonings are more than just like. I'm such a no-no on salt. I don't really do salt. I rather use my vegetables to season my food versus like salt. But so anyway, maybe I do use a little. You know, but I mean, you know. So when I say seasonings, I'm not just limited to salt. Okay, and so I'll add a little seasoning to that. Probably like paprika. Ooh, there you go. Paprika in there. You know, onion powder. Just onion powder and a little garlic powder, not much. And whatever your taste buds want, you know, go for it. In your milk. Then you get your pan and you layer your pan with cheese. You could probably put a little bit of add a little bit of no. What are you doing?
No, I'm going to put them in the desk.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And so add cheese, a little oil, you know, like maybe some olive oil or something, just a light little layer, and then add your cheese, shredded cheese. I like to layer my pan with shredded cheese, and then I add the noodle mixture into there, and then once I put the noodles in, then I start adding my. I use both block cheese and I use shredded cheese. So I start dicing up my block cheese or slicing or dicing the cheese into the noodles, you know, just kind of finger it in, you know, and then, because keep in mind, the noodles get all these colors and stuff and onions and bell peppers and whatever you want in there, you know, the bacon and all that. And so now you're adding in the liquid, right? Yeah, you're adding in the liquid and dicing up the cheeses, and then you just sprinkle some shredded cheese over top. Now the liquid, I like to have plenty of milk, at least up to halfway the pan, if not a little more. You know, everybody's depends on how the consistency you like your macaroni when you slice it. You know, I like mine to slice like a moist cake. So a moist cake, I'm pretty generous with the amount of milk. Yes, ma'am. You're doing your job. You're keeping the room clean back there. All the toys in the room. Thank you so much. I appreciate when you do your job, Cameron Roosevelt. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And I put it in the oven for about at least 45 minutes to an hour. Just depends on the size of the pan, you know. And I judge it by, you know, just poking like a fork or something in the center. And if the center is, you know, just right moist, you know what I mean? Just right, you know, because you want it to be moist in there. You don't want dry macaroni and cheese. You want the moisture in there. But everything has to cook. So, but yeah, that's it. Some people use a little flour. I stopped because the flour makes it too cakey for me, and I don't want the cakey. I want more of that custardy, I guess you could say. All right, so that's it. So I'm going to send this video to you. Thank you. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving. Say happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.